going on? It's the Big Rig Bull Texas Truck Accident Lawyer Reshard Alexander, back in the building on a Thursday midday. I've been in court all morning, so I'm just really arriving in the office right now. So it's going to be a much longer day than expected. I have so much on my plate. But the good news is that I have found a paralegal to help me, and I'm going to bring her into the office part-time starting probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Maybe you'll get to meet her, maybe you won't, who knows. But yeah, that will take some of the load off of my back for sure, and I am looking forward to that very much so, as I try to expand this business beyond just a solo man shop. Because it's crazy to do it all on your own. I mean, it's not crazy. You have to do it to a certain extent to start off, but it's very hard. And I'm ready to move beyond this point of just doing things all by myself. So hopefully I can go ahead and get her brought up to speed relatively quickly. I need to start drawing up like systems. I mean, that's probably that's probably the main thing, is that I need to start writing up some systems and processes about how I expect things to be handled in-house. I already have a system in place as far as how we will intake everything and manage that, but that is the main thing, is that I'm going to go ahead and bring someone in to assist me with handling these cases so we can handle them in a much more expeditious manner. So now, I'm transitioning from being just a lawyer to, like a business, really. You know what I mean? Because when you're just working by yourself, I mean, for the most part, you're just a lawyer. You're not in charge of anyone. No one has the answer to you. You don't have to worry about anyone else. But once you start bringing people into the business, now you have other things to worry about. You have to worry about, if you didn't have to worry about income and profit beforehand, you definitely have to worry about it now. And if you have any questions about that, you can always feel free to go to my website, rjalexanderlaw.com, until I get this other website completely put together, and you can pick up this free ebook for your consumption. If you need to consult me on any other situations, you can always pick these up on Amazon. Amazon, they're all on Amazon. Please don't, think that when I'm talking that I'm trying to act like I have it all together and I'm just some type of guru, or I'm trying to sell you a book for $9.95 to change your life and stuff like that, because there's too many people out here already doing that. I'm just talking, like, it's a way to, connect with the world without having to really run out into it every day. Some people adhere to the whole never eat alone mentality, and I totally agree with that too. You should never eat alone. I read this article on it looks like Above the Law, that says stressed out lawyers in first 10 years of practice are more likely to have mental health and wellness issues. Listen, don't look at anybody else's life and try to compare yours to it, because there's no comparison. You don't know what somebody has had to go through to get where they are, or what they haven't had to go through to get where they are. So, that's the problem with like social media and all this other stuff, like how we live like right now in this world, is that we look at other people and we automatically want to compare our lives all the time to other people. That's the thing about this legal profession, is that it's very adversarial, and you always feel like you can't go to anyone, because quite frankly, a lot of the attorneys that you meet, a lot of times when you do meet other attorneys, they are in adversarial situations, or they're in situations where people are trying to make you look stupid for the most part. And if you're a young attorney, that can be a very precarious situation to be in is to feel like you don't have anybody to depend on or lean on or talk to. So, like I said, if you ever need to talk to someone, hey, feel free to reach out to me. My number's right there on the YouTube channel. And if I don't answer the phone, leave a message. I'll call you back. But you just have to do what's going to work best for you. That's the main thing. That's the main thing in this legal profession, is because it's one of the most stressful. It's one of the most stressful professions in the nation, for sure. And look at all the things that we have to deal with. People shoot up federal courthouses in Dallas. There have been prosecutors in the past who have been killed in Liberty County. There's been a judge shot up in Dallas. That's crazy stuff. Family lawyers have been threatened before. It's just not, people give lawyers a bad name. They really do. And we do a lot to help keep this world moving. Not all of us, but like the politicians and stuff. But most of us, that's out here working, we're just trying to take care of our families, and we're trying to help our clients and stuff like that. And like I say, my heart goes out to anybody who feels, like depressed, because I've been there. Not depressed like that, but I've definitely started off in depressing conditions, and one day I'll shoot a vlog about that, and I'll take you over there to the third ward where I first moved in. I was first introduced to Houston. But that's another time and place, and that's another story. But yeah, just don't give up on yourself. That's the main thing. Don't give up. Don't give up. Always keep fighting, and know that there's always a better day around the corner. Don't ever harm yourself or harm others. Just believe in yourself. And I'm not saying this stuff to say like I'm some super lawyer who has made tens of millions of dollars and all that type of stuff. But the grind is the grind, and whether you make $10 or $10 million, you know what it's like to be out here if you're out here on your own. The profession has a image that makes it seem as if everyone that goes to law school just comes out and is making millions of dollars like as soon as they walk out of law school. And the reality of it is that most people do not. And even if you do achieve that, it takes years a lot of times to get to that point. There can be no joy without pain. You're going to have to walk in the rain sometimes, and you have to embrace that, though. You have to love that rain. Because the thing about it is that it's going to make you better. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you, and it's gonna make you accept pain, but it's gonna also make that joy that you experience later on 10 times better. Like if you were to sit there and watch a flower, unfold. If you had to watch it when it was a little bud before it was even planted in the ground, and then to water it every day, and then to slowly see it rise from the ground with its tendrils, and then to see the arms, or the whatever you call the leaves sprout, and then when you see the bud actually open up and blossom, you will recognize all the time and the effort that it took for you to put into that, and it will make you appreciate it that much more. And that's how life is. That's what being a lawyer really is. That's what I think being an entrepreneur is about. That translates into so many different professions, not just law. So if you're a young attorney, you haven't been practicing, because I haven't been practicing 10 years, but if you've been practicing for less than 10 years, don't give up, and don't look at the things that you have to go through momentarily as like in all be all situations that you will never recover from. You just need to make sure you get around some people who can help lift you up. But most importantly, you got to find or figure out what exactly it is that you want to do. Because no one can help you if you don't know what you want.